Okay. Vita. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that. What's it there, baby? Y'all already know. Big boss hog. Boss dog can't pull through the door. Hit the top of this box before I get about soliloquy. Remember, tough times don't last. Good people do. Don't off yourself. Caught them in a highline. Remember, you matter. Peak game. 84s or West Wayne. I got a video coming on Clutch Factory. Pause. That was crazy. And then I got 2 I'm finna drop on my channel. I've been dropping every day. In November, I'm gonna drop every day. Every day. And on the weekends, I might go live. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know, I'm gonna call this all gas November. All gas, no brakes November. That's what it's gonna be for me. So November, I'm gonna try to post every day. I'm gonna go live on the weekends. It's going down. Y'all gonna see my black face. You know what I'm saying? I ain't stopping. Ain't no safety on this Glock. We're gonna keep working. Now, I'm cooking. Andy Cruz. Keyshawn Davis needs to fight Andy Cruz. Okay? I saw Eddie Hearn talking about Keyshawn Davis. They brought up Keyshawn Davis to Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn said, look, he's a great young talent. I think he's a great fighter. But my bad, that British accent came up. But he said, look, forget Gervonta Davis, you need to fight Andy Cruz. You know, he's been calling you out. He want that smoke, basically. You know, if you get over that test, then you can fight Gervonta Davis. Now, Andy Cruz is 4-0 with 2 KOs, right? But he's beaten Keyshawn Davis in the amateurs many times. But Keyshawn Davis, he kind of gets cold feet when it comes down to Andy Cruz. You know, he'll call out Tank, but when it comes to Andy Cruz, it's like, you know, the energy is different. Oh, I'll get to that, you know, when the time comes. No, you need to get to that now. You know what I'm saying? You need to revenge that. If I was Keyshawn Davis, you know what I'm saying? If I got a dude who calling me out, who I've never beaten in the amateurs, I'm going to fight him, right? Because I've never beaten him in the amateurs. Now we're pros. Hey, I got to get that get back. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep fighting you until I win. Then once I win, I don't care. That type of dude I am. You know? I'm gonna keep fighting you until I win. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if we fight 100 times. At 101, I beat you. That's it. I'm done. You know? That's the mindset Keyshawn gotta have, bro. Andy Cruz, you've never beat him in the amateurs. That's the competitiveness that you need to have. You need to be like, you know what? Let me take care of business on Buddy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Buddy think this stuff sweet. He think this a game. Let me get it cracking with Cuz. You know what I'm saying? That's the mindset he gotta have. He can't be out here like, I want Tank. I want this. I want Devin Haney. No, bro. For starters, you can't get these fights because you're 12-0. You're 12-0. You're a prospect, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're 12-0. I think you got like 10 KOs. You're a prospect. You hold no weight at top rank. Okay? No weight. You haven't even been on pay-per-view yet. So you hold no weight as a fighter at top rank. You do whatever Bob Arum and his assistants say do. If that boy say jump, you say how high. That's just what it is. You're not at the rim yet to where you can call the shots. You know what I mean? So you trying to talk about Tank, send me a contract. Tank. Even if Tank sent you a contract, Bob Eminem is not going to let you fight Gervonta Davis. We're going to keep it a beat. We're going to keep it a stack bundle. He's not. He's not going to let you do it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We just keeping it trill, bro. He's not going to let you fight Gervonta Davis. You know? I know that, you know, that was crazy. My bad. God forgive me. I just... I didn't mean to laugh at that boy like that. I'm sorry. But my thing is, at the end of the day, they not gonna let you fight him. You know what I mean? Now, me personally, if I was Bob Arum, I'd be like, hey, that's what you want? You sure? All right, let's go. But just know, if you lose, you know, 60% of your money coming to me. I put a little added motivation for him. Be like, hey, man, if you lose 60% of your money coming with me, bye, you gonna get 40% of it. Because technically, you're not ready yet. But you want that smoke? Cool. 60% of your purse is coming with me. if you lose. So let's get to it. And that's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that, Keyshawn, man, got to pump his brakes. And look, man, continue to develop. Develop, man. Let me tell you, he's not that far off. Right? He's not that far off. He's getting better. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. He's getting better. He's going to be a hell of a fighter. But I think he's trying to jump the gun right now. And that's the problem with these young fighters. They want to jump the gun. Develop. You know what I'm saying? One thing Tank has over him is experience. People try to talk about, I had to do in the comment section, shout out to you, bro. Tell me he got in a debate with somebody, and they were bringing up Keyshawn Davis amateur stuff. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, I'm gonna go live, and I want you to join the live so you can tell your story, bro. But he and my bad for forgetting your name. But he told me that, basically, hey man, they were using Keyshawn Davis amateurs and how he was an Olympian and all that, and the fact that's how he could beat Tank. Terrence Crawford, this is a prime example. Terrence Crawford was never in the Olympics, and how many Olympians has he beat? You being an Olympian ain't got nothing to do with the pros. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. So I ain't trying to hear nada. Tyson Fury was not an Olympian. He sure did beat Deontay Wilder. I know it's questionable, but he sure did beat Deontay Wilder, right? Do I need to keep going? Like, you being an Olympian don't solidify anything. It's good for your resume. It's good to say, hey, I was an Olympian. Hey, I was an Olympian. Like, okay, cool. You want a cookie? Like, it ain't got nothing to do with the pro game, bro. The pros is different. It's a whole different style of fighting. You know what I'm saying? The amateur style is different. It's more fast-paced. You got some guys who've mastered the amateur style. They master the point system. It's faster pace, right? You know what I mean? Me, when I was an amateur, I had more of a pro style. So, I'm working behind the jab. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? I tried that one time. I got tired of the bug. I said, I'm not doing that. So once I, figured out what works for me, okay, it was more of a pro style. All right, I'm going to kind of take my time, use my jab. Now, I was a little bit more defensive, but I landed cleaner shots. You know what I'm saying? But the pros and the amateur styles is different. Like, prime example, Amir Khan has an amateur style, right? He get in there, like, he gonna hit you with a 6-piece and a biscuit. You know what I mean? But it's just different. So you can't sit there and try to use, he was an Olympian, he did this. Tank ain't never. Tank had, I think, almost 300 amateur fights, and I think he only had I don't know how many losses, but he ain't had that many losses. But he had almost 300 Emmys, close to what Lomachenko. Lomachenko had 300 plus Emmys. Tank had almost 300 Emmys. So he got a lot of experience in the amateurs. I don't know how many amateur fights Keyshawn Davis had. But all I'm saying, at the end of the day, that don't matter in a pro game. You know what I'm saying? And you can make the same argument for Andy Cruz and Keyshawn. You can say, hey, man, that don't matter in the pro game. But at the end of the day, I think Keyshawn knows that Cuban is a problem for him. That style. And he's trying to do his best to just overlook Andy Cruz and be like, man, I ain't worrying about him. No, you need to worry about him. You need to. You need to be looking at him like, man, I need to get this dude out the way. He in your weight class. This little boy. He in your weight class, man. He in your weight class. Take care of business. You know what I'm saying? Go fight him, beat him, and go on about your day. That's a good fighter right there. He undefeated. I understand he 4-0, but that's a good fighter right there that you can take on the task of trying to beat. I think Keyshawn Davis possibly can beat Andy Cruz. I think it'll be tough. It'll be tough. But I definitely think Keyshawn Davis could beat him, you know? But I also want to pump the brakes. This another, I'm going to do another video about that. Y'all let me know what y'all think, boss. Go.